for $10 for land, that a guy that would consider a homestead might say, you know what, for $10, like I'll go build my own house on this with my own hands, right? And a couple $100,000 later, I got a house. So let's talk about quickly before we end this Cochrane thing, because Cochrane, in case anybody misheard what I said there, Cochrane, Ontario is offering land, not a house, TK, land.
I'm going to Google it. I don't think it's a real place.
Yeah, I have it right here. It's near Timmins. I think it's near Timmins. Northern Ontario town considers selling land for $10 to boost housing. Considers. Yeah. But this guy's talking, the mayor, Peter Politis, who is also, I guess it's not the same guy, but he's got the same name as the head honcho or the owner of Graybrook. But he's saying that they're ready to sell land to people for $10.
I'm sure it's like awesome land.
I'm sure it's not great land, but they want to spur on, people want to build
what's the terms
houses.
though when you buy that land?
The terms are probably that
you need to build a house.
You have to build a house and you got to stay there for 20 years. And I don't think they've really thought this through so much as you got a whole bunch of people talking about.
Give us an example of a buyer profile that would buy that and be like, this is a great idea.
I think, you got all these people now. Well, maybe you don't know, but there's a lot of people now that are talking about homesteads and creating like communities that are off the grid, and they're getting more and more and more, right? So I would imagine that, for $10 for land, that a guy that would consider a homestead might say, you know what, for $10, like I'll go build my own house on this with my own hands, right? And a couple $100,000 later, I got a house. And I don't know, if you can work from home, right, and you're handy with your hands, this is a winning combination. Because if you can work,
winters are great in Cochrane, Ontario.
I can't even imagine, right?
Yeah,
I can't even imagine. But like, this is what it's coming to, is that we're getting, like, this is all, even what we were talking about just a second ago, is people sharing their houses or renting their houses or splitting their houses up more and more, offering free land to people as incentive to come. This is Great Depressionary style behavior, right? This is right. So it's weird because it's like the economy is going, but there's a lot of stuff behaving.
Why do you say the economy is going? You said that a few times. What tells you that the economy is going?
I don't know. Like, you still go out and people are spending money on stupid shit.
There's people at the places that you go to.
Well,
there's also more people though.
There's more people. This is exactly it. So it doesn't matter. Okay. It's a numbers
per capita
game.
How's the economy doing?
Doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck about per capita. Who cares about per capita? No other country's going, oh, wow, their per capita is going down. It's overall. It sucks for the people.
Anytime we look at China's per capita, everyone always goes, well, yeah, sure, their GDP is really high, but look at their per capita.
Right. Because they want to make it look like they're. Who's saying it though? Like a bunch of idiots? Yeah.
The people out there who are like, well, it's great that, your country's growing and that your GDP is growing, but your individual citizen, how are they doing? And it's getting worse.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Don't you see that? Nobody gives a shit about the individual citizens. If they did, the world wouldn't look like this. They don't care. They care about money. And that's why the world looks like this, right? So if we're looking around, and yes, if we still have the same amount of goods, but there's double the people, right? They're all still buying stuff in the economy. So if you own a store, you're still selling shit, depending on the store. Okay. Maybe it's not as great as it was before the pandemic or at certain points in the last couple of years, but it's not dying. It's not sputtering. People are looking for employees. That's a really good sign. Not only are they looking for employees, they're paying them a lot more money. We see salary inflation is like part of the story right now, right? People getting big raises to stay put, or they have two jobs and one employer doesn't know about the other. The point is like, it doesn't look like a stalled, fucked up economy, right? And people aren't panicking. You have a few people here and there that are losing their stuff, right? So it's like you got this cleansing happening, but the market's not really getting to cleanse, just people are getting cleansed out of it. And for the most part, it has nothing to do with anything that they did, right? They didn't do anything. What did they do? Buy a house in 2021? That's what they did. They bought a house and they listened to that motherfucker say that rates are going to stay low while making their decision to buy the house and take the mortgage, right? This is all that happened. It's a big fucking game for these motherfuckers, right? So they're playing with everybody. If we really cared about the people and the economy and we wanted things to work, we'd have a house for everybody. We'd have a job for everybody, right? If you can just print money at will and nobody cares, nobody's the wiser, then like, what the fuck? Every city in the whole country has tent cities now. That wasn't a thing ever, right? Like this place is going to hell in a handbag, right? Meanwhile, the prices are like not really going down. I think last month the prices went up a little bit, didn't they? And if they're going down, like they're just like they're dancing right now. They're dancing. Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.